Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Olusegun Yukomi of Nusa Capital. Coming to you another very quiet evening here in the Southern Hemisphere. As some of you may know, I know that a lot of people sometimes come to read or watch what I've put down. I beg your pardon, not read, but watch, particularly on YouTube, what I've put out there. And some make comments, some send me emails. So I get a lot more viewers than subscribers. I suppose building a subscriber base these days is quite hard. That won't surprise me. I've heard many inexperienced YouTuber talk about how difficult it is to get the traction. I kind of realized that the reason why it's so difficult is if you're not posting regularly and putting out the content, people are going to be bored and they're going to move on. It's just natural in this space. The same has happened to me on YouTube. I have not really done anything in about 2 years on YouTube. And truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, I just did not feel like doing anything. Excuse me. Sorry. I had not felt like doing anything at all on YouTube. Putting all the videos together, I just didn't feel like it. And I wasn't enjoying the process, and so I abandoned it altogether. I have had emails, people asking me to revive my channel, get it back to work, put it to work, put the work in. Let's see what happens. Those are the kind of emails I'm getting. Now, I may, over time, I may just do that. But I was thinking that it's not just about my YouTube channel. I have not been writing any blogs. I used to write blogs and analyze some of the cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum. I stopped. I just did not enjoy it anymore, so I stopped. Then I started making videos, which is a little bit easier than having to sit down and write. I could just look at the charts and speak. I lost interest in that. Even tweeting became a bit of a problem. So I knew I had a complete a social media burnout. And I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do anything again. I just did not feel like doing it. And so I didn't do it. Excuse me. And so I didn't do it. So I was thinking maybe I would just do this very simple format of making some simple audio blogs, or should we say podcasts. I put them on YouTube as well as my website. And we'll start from there and see what develops. Now, it might just be one man and his dog, or I get an audience. Excuse me. I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to be as real as possible. There's not going to be any pretensions here. There are not going to be any pretensions here. I'm just going to keep it as real as possible. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about things that I want to talk about. I'm not going to, sit back and stick to one particular subject matter. I'm going to stick to subject matter that, interests me. So I'm going to talk about cryptocurrencies. I'm going to talk about the traditional market. I'm going to talk about NFTs. I'm going to talk about books. articles I may have read, and generally fun stuff. And I think what I'm going to do with some of the fun stuff is that's going to be audio. And I'm going to keep the analysis and all that kind of stuff, video, and of course there'll be some written content on the blog. But I'm going to have all three integrated, and people can then choose. I may even make podcasts of some of the analysis. So I put the analysis out there in a podcast. So I'll see how it works. I don't know. We'll see. I'm always wary. I have to say this. I'm always wary of all these platforms because at any moment things can change. And nevertheless, I mean, you want as much exposure as you can get. One of the platforms at the moment is Anchor. And in recent times, Anchor has now been part of the Spotify for podcasters. And it's all free. Much as I love the idea, I'm also very wary because you as an individual that signs up on these platforms are the product. So God knows what data they're going to be collecting and selling on. Who knows? But admittedly, it's nice to know that you have access to tools to make a podcast the way you want it. Now, I may go down that route in the future, and if I do, I'll let you know. I'll put something out there, and you would know. But that's something that we will have to wait and see what happens as time goes on. But like I said earlier, I'm not going to be restricted. I'm going to put things out there. I'm going to see how it works. And I'll take it from there. Anyway, I'm sure you have other things to do with your evening. I just want to thank you for listening. And have a nice day. And have a great day for the rest of your day. Thank you.